I'm winding down before I go to sleep, right? I did not get okay. So we had in the most amazing talent shows up to this bar, right? So the winner of Ecuador 2, The Voice Ecuador 2, um, was in the bar tonight singing. And I did not catch his first song. Like I was sitting there, but I didn't film it, right? He was hilarious. He got up on stage, starts like going into this diatribe of backstory about how he connected with a relative and he's can't come here once before and talking about brotherly love and like how it was so cool that he had this opportunity and his English wasn't very good, but he was so cute. He was such a cute dude. In like how like his behaviors. Um, he was going on for a long time, and the DJ Tony, who I like to affectionately call JT because he looks like Justin Timberlake, um, was like, "Wrap it up, dude!" Like, fucking wrap it up. Like, I even looked at him at one point. I'm like, "How long are you gonna let him talk?" Because I've done that at the doors before. I've done that on sales calls. There are times when you have to be like, okay, well that's great. Let's move on. He was going on and on and on with like a diatribe of backstory. And none of us knew who he was. None of us fucking knew who he was, right? He sang Stairway to Heaven and he fucking nailed it. Tony tried to cut him off early. And he's done this to me before too. He's cut my songs short before. And he tried to cut him off and like basically he like removed the lyrics from the screen. But the song was still playing. He kept singing because he fucking knew all the lyrics. He knew all the lyrics and he just kept going. I wish I got that on tape. I really wish I got that on video because that was pretty solid. And I just did Stairway to Heaven like a month ago, and like I mean, he clowned me so hard. Like he was so good. He was so good at it. But I talked to them outside, him and his friends outside, and that's how I found out he was on The Voice of Ecuador because they told me they were bragging about it to me. Because I'm like, hey, you were so good, I can't even. And his friends like, he was on The Voice of Ecuador, right? I'm like, really? And they didn't tell me he actually freaking won it. They didn't tell me that. Like they didn't go that far. They just said he was on The Voice. And so of course I went home and researched it because that's how I do. Dude won The Voice of Ecuador. He won it. There's some pretty solid videos out there of him, but like we got to see him for free in a karaoke bar tonight. Crazy.